A couple flying with Singapore Airlines from Paris to Singapore have asked for a refund after they were sat next to a, quote, drooling and farting dog. Passengers were seated in premium economy, but ultimately decided to move back to economy to escape the flatulent canine. Let's look at the details of this bizarre story for today's video. Jill and Warren Press were headed for New Zealand in June with Singapore Airlines. The first leg was a 13-hour flight from Paris to Singapore. The passengers paid for premium economy seats and found themselves placed next to a passenger accompanied by an emotional support dog. Jill Press told the media outlet Stuff, "I heard this noise, a heavy snorting. I thought it was my husband's phone, but we looked down and realized it was the dog breathing." The couple raised their concerns with a flight attendant, but were told that the only available seats were in the back row in economy. They decided to remain in their seats, hoping things would be tolerable. The passenger was overheard saying that his dog was an emotional support animal, something that Singapore Airlines officially banned from all flights in April. However, the airline was honouring requests for support animals placed before the ban came into effect. About halfway through the flight, the couple said the smell of the dog's farts had become unbearable, likely exacerbated by the pressurized cabin. The large size of the dog meant that it had to lie on the floor, taking up legroom from Warren's side. Jill Press added, "The passenger couldn't have the dog out in the aisle because they couldn't get the trolleys through, so it had to come in further, which meant his head was under my husband's feet. My husband was in shorts and was getting the dog's saliva goo on his leg." After speaking again to a flight attendant, they were offered seats in the front row of economy that had been reserved for staff. They decided to take the offer and endured the rest of the journey in economy. Jill emailed the airline a week after the flight and was eventually offered a voucher for 100 Singapore dollars, approximately $73 US, only applicable to the airline's Christshop website. Unhappy with this offer, they wrote back to the airline, who responded 3 weeks later with a travel voucher for $117 Singapore dollars. Still unsatisfied, the couple want a full refund for the first leg of their journey, as it was not the experience they paid for. Jill added that they weren't even informed that they would be sat next to a support animal before the flight. Singapore Airlines eventually caved and the couple received a $1,400 refund for what they had to endure. What do you think of the situation and the airline's response? Let us know in the comments. In addition to our daily YouTube videos, Simple Flying publishes over 150 articles every week. If you're looking for the latest aviation news and insights, visit simpleflying.com.